Takes a second. Okay, so we should be live on YouTube, and let me just add one small thing here. Okay, save. Okay, so we should be good. All right, so hello everyone. Let me hit record here. Where are we? There's my thing. There we go, finally. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Laura Canfield Show, the Awakened Happiness Now Global Series. Thank you so much for being here with us today. If you are watching live or on the replay on YouTube, thank you. Please do subscribe and watch all of our live and on-demand shows. It is my deepest wish, desire, and intention to bring forward to you wonderful speakers and guests who share their wisdom, their teachings, their healing, their processes, their tools to uplift you and the whole collective, and mostly to help you thrive in your life on your journey. It's not always easy, but we have so many wonderful tools and so much support available to us. So we are so grateful that we get to do this and share the gifts from these wonderful speakers on this platform. So thank you for that. And so let's get started today. We have new guests. I was going to say a new guest, but we have two. We have new guests today for the first time on our show. So we're going to talk today with Brenda Ganwani and Charu Mathur. And sorry, hold on one second. We're going to be talking about a brand new modality that I had not heard of before, really. It's the B&C Miracle Method. And we're going to be talking about pain relief revolution with the B&C Miracle Method. And we're going to be taking some live caller questions, so working one-on-one with some of you. And we're also going to do a group demo as well, right? So some of what we're going to talk about today is this revolutionary modality that clears pain faster than a painkiller. It is a result-oriented method, and it is a technique that always guarantees change, release, and healing. It is also a modality that is certified by IPHM, the International Practitioners of Holistic Medicine. And like I said, we're going to do a group demonstration where you can focus one pain area in your body and experience release and relief. And we're going to be doing individual pain demonstrations or demos. So please do raise your hand if you have, if you'd like to work with Brenda and Charu. And so some of what we're going to talk about, how an energetic surgery is possible. So energetic, keyword. We're going to talk about digging into different layers of an issue, how your state of mind creates your pain. We're going to talk about accessing your subconscious mind to release emotions, experience, or trauma to bring healing to the body. How your unwillingness to change your current state can block healing and pain release. How using a pendulum can bring change. We're going to talk about clearing past lives in a blink of a second. And we're going to talk about tips to be a successful healer. So all that and so much more. I know that was it was a lot, but we're gonna try and do all of that, right? We're going to talk about all of that and definitely do the one-on-one pain release demos, and as well as the group demo. We're definitely going to be doing that. So please do stay tuned for that. And so for those of you who don't know Brenda and Charu, Brenda is originally from India, but Dubai has been her home for almost 40 years. She started her journey in alternative healing over 30 years ago and has studied many healing techniques. And Charu is very passionate about healing works. She is formally trained in spiritual response therapy, matrix energetics, shamanism, Reiki, theta healing, Suzhok, Akashic records, hypnotherapy, etc. All that and more. So we are going to find out a little bit more about Brenda and Charu ourselves. So please join me in welcoming Brenda and Charu to the show. Brenda, welcome. Charu, welcome.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you, everyone. We're so excited to be on your show.
I have to say, I've never had two guests at once, so it's different for me to say, both. So thank you for being here. And I just, because you're new to the platform, to our show, can you just take a few minutes and just give a brief introduction to yourself and also your journey to becoming healers, to working in the healing field, just so that we have a better understanding of who you are, and especially about this B&C Miracle Method.
So my journey started almost 30 years back. I've been learning alternative healing, and I was always passionate about instant healing. And my mind is quite scientific. I think of energy frequencies more in terms of scientific reasoning and logic in my healing works. And in 2012, I met Brenda in one of the healing courses.
So my name is Brenda Ganwani, and basically I've been into alternative healing from the last 30 years, as you rightly mentioned. I have done many modalities, and I have a thirst for knowledge. I keep searching, I keep looking, and we both actually do a lot of research. Basically, I call Charu and me alchemist because, you know, the definition of an alchemist is transforming metal into gold. And what we do, both of us, is we read, we research, we look at, you know, YouTubes and books, and we convert that into a set of charts. And then we use these charts for our healing. We teach our modality, and that's how we actually work with others. We're both from Dubai, and we basically went to, you know, I really think universe always has a bigger plan for us. And we both met in Hong Kong, two random souls in Hong Kong meeting, and we worked together. And what we found is that, you know, we had similar visions, that we wanted to create a healer in every home. And we had a similar mission, which was to empower everyone we meet to actually be their own, come into their own power and their own potency. And also to work with, you know, instant healing, or like the magic of, you know, things moving faster than the speed of light.
I remember one day, both me and Brenda, we were driving together, and I told Brenda, what if we could be like Sai Baba? And like just materializing anything and everything that we desire. And we both laughed at this. But now when I look back, what we started as a joke became our reality, because we create miracles every single day. I think we got blessed by Sai Baba, and in the quest of doing healing instantly, in that passion to see instant result, we both ended up creating a healing modality, which is called now B&C Miracle Method, internationally copyrighted under our names. We both teach and do healing sessions with this method.
Beautiful. Thank you. And, you know, and that's the thing. It's like, you know, you were both came from different places and just met somewhere, you know, so it was meant to be, right? And so then when you started working together, you know, it was meant to be, and it's bringing a gift to humanity that, you know, we really need right now. So before we go further, I just want to give a disclaimer. We are not medical professionals. We are not doctors. I mean, I'm definitely not a doctor, not a medical professional at all. And we everything that we're doing is talking about energy healing. So it's working with energy, belief systems, etc. If you have a physical condition, please, 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 I always say this, and I always will. I don't care if people don't like it, but please go see a traditional doctor just to find out, to rule out anything that, you know, may not be nice. You know, I'm just going to say that. So please always get it checked. It's wonderful that what energy can do. But sometimes, you know, if you need surgery, and yes, I know we can do energetic surgery as well, but sometimes, you know, just do both. You know, I would just say do both. So I'm saying all this to protect myself for sure, but I don't want my YouTube channel banned. So this is just for information purposes. But do your own due diligence, do your own research, and always, you know, double check with a doctor as well. I would say I go to a doctor myself. I've been going recently 3 times this year. Normally I don't, but this year things have been just, you know, up in the air and stuff's coming up. So as much as healing work, you know, I do, and I work with a lot of healers, I still also get checked with a medical professional once in a while. Once in a while. So I normally don't, but this year I've been 3 times. It's like, oh my God. So yeah, so that's the disclaimer about all of this. Okay. So now I wanted to talk about what exactly is the B&C Miracle Method. And like you already talked a little bit about how you use charts and a pendulum, but there's more. It's not just about using charts and a pendulum, because that's not, I guess you could do some healing with that, but there's more to it than that. So can you explain a little bit? And also, we are going to be doing one-on-one, working one-on-one with clients today on this call, and we're going to be doing a group demo as well. So if somebody has pain right now that they are experiencing, please raise your hand so that you can work with Brenda and Charu when we get to that point, okay? All right, so what is the B&C Miracle Method?
Yeah, so as you introduced, I will say it again, the method is result-oriented, and it's not a meditative process, it's a technique. And it's very simple to use. In our method, we use tools. I call it technique because we use tools. The tool is a chart, a set of charts, something like this, and a pendulum. And what we developed is only by knowing the name of a person, using these charts, we can scan any person's energy field, and we can not only scan, we can create healing as well. And the method is so simple that we are only asking 3 questions on our chart. So we are using the principles of quantum healing. And what we are doing is we are going to the point of origin of the issue, and we are clearing it at that point of time, and the effect is felt in this present moment. So our method is, because it's not a touch therapy, whether the client sit in front of us or whether they sit miles apart, the effect is exactly the same. And also, like, to explain the concept, what we did is we used the fundamental concept of energy, that everything in universe is energy, and the healing happens at an energetic level first. To explain this part, let me give you an example. Suppose if you pass through a coffee shop and you smell coffee. So smelling is energy, and then your mouth waters is a physical reaction. Or if you get suppose if somebody receives a bad news on a telephone, news is energy, and then they get a headache. So everything, this is a basic fundamental law, that everything happens at an energetic level first, and then it shows into our physical reality. Yeah. What we do is we use the same concept in B&C healing method. We heal any disease or any issue at an energetic level with our modality, and the client sees a change in their physical reality. So this is what B&C Miracle Method is.
So, I mean, so you work at the energetic level, and then the client experiences the result in the physical level. How much of a time gap is there between that?
With the demo, you will see how instant it is.
Yeah. Okay.
The individual demos will show the result. Even for chronic issues, it depends from case to case and client to client. But with every session, we show a shift, positive shift in our client's condition.
And you mentioned how you're very scientific, and you use science to back up your modality as well, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm always interested in the science part myself. So, but we can talk about that a little bit if we have time. But how does the pendulum actually help to clear the pain or the issue? I mean, I know the energetics and I know about belief work, but and what else is there? Like, what am I missing here?
So basically, we use the pendulum as a way to tap into our divine self, or the higher self, what we want to call, or the pure you, to get responses. So our divine self basically has all the answers. However, our mind is too cluttered with so much of, the things that we need to do in our day-to-day life, that we forget and we are unable to tap into that information. In actual, we are all, we have a world of resource and knowledge. So the pendulum acts as the tool to tap into that, to connect with our higher self and get the response from the higher self. So we use the idiomotor response, which runs from the fingertips to the brain connections. And by just asking the right and appropriate questions, we use the pendulum to navigate on the charts. So from there, we can tap into our subconscious mind to clear the trauma, to find out what are the emotions stuck. And we basically just tap into the emotions. Once we get the emotions, then we are able to tap into the experience. So then the person comes to know what the experience is.
And of course, there are, some people may be resistant to healing, to change, even though like consciously they're saying yes, 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 yes. But at the unconscious, subconscious level, there might be beliefs in place that don't actually allow them to change, because there's, I would say there are conflicting beliefs, right, between the conscious self and the subconscious self, right?
Yeah. So when we do a healing session, we do 4 steps. So I'll come with what you mentioned is the second step, but before coming to the second step, I would quickly like to run down the first step also. So the first step that we do when we do any healing session is we do an energetic checkup. We check the auric field, we check the energy field of the client. If there are any dark entities, any foreign bodies, any low vibrational stuff in their energy field. And the reason we do it as a first step is because these low vibrational energies, they block healing. Like, you must have seen people saying, I took 1 course of antibiotic and then I took a 2nd course of antibiotic, and this issue is not resolving, a cough is not going or something like that. Yeah. 1 course of medication is good enough to heal the issue for which you have taken the medication. But why it doesn't heal is because there are entities or low vibrational stuff in the energy field of the client, which blocks not only spiritual healing, it blocks medical healing as well. So any form of healing is blocked by these low vibrational entities. It could be black magic, curses, to that extent, to simple entities, but they all block healing. So the first step is we clear all these unwanted stuff from the aura, so that whatever healing we do goes directly to the place where it is channeled or focused for. Second thing is that willingness, what you said, the resistance of the client. So that is the second step that we do for every client. We check the willingness, how willing the client is to get healed. And you won't believe, every time, no matter how big the challenge is, the willingness that when we check, we always find it is low. And the reason why it is low is that there is some sort of a benefit, hidden benefit. And this willingness is not at conscious level. We are talking this willingness at the subconscious level. So just to explain you this willingness part, I'll give you a case study. I had a client who wanted to conceive. And medically, she was absolutely fit. And she tried all type of treatments and religious acts and spiritual acts and everything, but she did not conceive. So when she came to us and we checked, her willingness to have a child was only 10%. So willingness is the current that goes to an intention. So if the willingness is only 10%, the result will never be 100%. So if using our process of B&C Miracle Method, we raised her willingness to 100%, and she conceived naturally even without going for an IVF. So willingness is a big aspect that we do in our healing sessions.
Awesome! Wow, I'm excited to. I was going to say experience, but I'm excited to experience in the collective, like in the group, and everybody who's going to be doing the one-on-one demos and as well as the group demo, because it's it's going to be quite interesting. And again, please, everybody, there's no judgment. Like if you don't know that you're not really willing at the unconscious level, please don't beat yourself up or think that we're judging you. Absolutely not. I mean, there are so many things in our unconscious, subconscious that we're not aware of. Okay, so it's okay. But it can be found out, and it can be changed, and it can be, transformation can happen, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. So before we before we go into the one-on-one demos and or the group demo, I wanted to ask you, what kind of issues do you work on? I mean, I know this is pain relief, so normally that would be physical, but do you work on any other types of issues as well?
Yeah, we actually, no, we do. We work on a lot of issues. So basically we work from emotional to physical to chronic to money to marriage to manifestation. We actually, in our expertise, we have been working together in the last 6-7 years in our field, and we now have fine-tuned and are able to work on many areas. So be it pain, can it be neck pain, hip, sciatica, even toothaches. We've actually worked on toothaches, tooth pains, and saved people from actually removing teeth and removing fillings. We work on skin issues, eczema, psoriasis, allergies, vitiligo, and health, cough, cold, fevers, blood pressure, fatigue, emotional, anger, depression, sadness, grief. I give you a case study about, we worked on a lady. She was quite depressed, and sometimes depression takes a little time to work out and go from your system, or for you to change your state of mind. So she was literally so depressed that she said, like, I want to jump from here, from this floor. So she came with a very, suicidal tendencies, as well as a high rate of depression. We did a session for her, and we told her to wait 24 hours. So this is the beauty of our method. We basically can find out how long for energy to integrate, and we can give a client a time frame that, 1 week, 1 day, 1 month for energy to change. So we told her, just wait 24 hours, and then, you'll see a change. And she was very restless, but she said, okay, I'll wait for 24 hours. And within 24 hours, her energy field changed, and she was able to kind of say, the energy sedated her, and then her whole frame of mind changed. So that's what, yeah. We also do then chronic issues like diabetes, arthritis, people in coma. We do phobias, relationship issues, and abundance issues for people. So yeah.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
a lot under our belt.
Okay, so I want to, start off by doing a few one-on-ones. If is that good? Okay. So
Yes.
remember when we were talking, I said, oh, if people don't raise their hand, okay, fine, I'll be the guinea pig first. But people have people have their hand raised, so I don't have to. But I think I'm gonna because I want people to understand how it's going to work. So let's work with me first, and then people will understand, because this is not, because there's some qualifications for what we're doing on the live call, right? So pretend I'm the client. What do I need to tell you? What do you need to know?
Yeah, so we need to know one pain point which is painful right now at this point of time. And we want you to evaluate your pain on a scale of 10. 0 means no pain, 10 means max pain. So how much pain you have rated at this point of time?
Okay, so I can just say stomach.
Okay.
And I would say 7.
Okay.
And how long have you had the pain for?
So today, about an hour and a half. So it's quite current for today, but I had it last Friday as well. So as you know, I told you about that. And then off and on since Easter, quite a lot. I had to actually go on antibiotics when I finally went to the doctor. Because I didn't go for 2 months, so it's like.
So can I ask, when you say stomach pain, does it feel like pain, soreness, or what exactly does it feel like for you?
Pain, like it's I mean, like to touch, even to touch, there's soreness. I'm not very good with describing pain, but it's, there's discomfort.
So the beauty of our method is, so what the beauty of our method is that we work with what you feel the energy is like, or the pain is like. So we have some people who say it's pain, but then there are people who say sore, or they feel tender, or discomfort, like, you did
all
give
of
all of them. I know that.
So I mean, like some people say like it's like a shooting pain. It's like, no, it's not a shooting pain. Yeah. It's like a dull pain, but like it's there, so I'm not very good at describing pain, to be honest.
Yeah, you did a good job. It was quite good.
Okay. Yeah, and I find the only thing that really helps is drinking hot water for a while.
Okay.
I mean, I
So
did
it is-
once I had the painkiller that the doctor prescribed once or twice, but I'm not at that point where I want to take it today. I'm only at 7, I'm not at 10. If that makes sense. If I told my husband, he would be, we wouldn't be having the show if I would have told my husband I was in pain. I would be at the hospital right now.
I'm sure.
He's tired of me being in pain, but I'm like, it's fine. So I didn't tell him. We were having other issues with him today. So I was like, deal with one thing at a time.
So I basically checked why you're not letting go of this pain, because you had said you had it last week, and now it's recurred again. So we have a set of charts, and if I ask the question, why you're not letting go of this pain, the reason is responsibility. So either you have probably too much of responsibility and you aren't able to handle it. So maybe you could look at where your responsibility is and maybe delegating a wee bit, I think.
It's interesting. Yes, I
And
have a lot of responsibilities and yeah, okay, awesome. Good to know. Good to know that your pendulum works.
yeah, my pendulum always works. The other day we were in India and we were doing like a demonstration, and this lady had pain. So I asked why was she not letting go of the pain, and the energy that came up was embarrassed. And she looked at me and she said, Brenda, I don't understand. I said, wait, think about it. And then she said, really, I don't understand it. Anyway, she went away and we met her. She came because it was a 2-day exhibition. She came the next day and she said, I remember, and the energy was embarrassed and she couldn't actually identify it. And then she said, I remembered what was the energy. It was embarrassed. And I had broken my leg and I had to walk around in crutches. And I was so embarrassed, and I had to go for like a wedding and a function, and I had to walk around in crutches, and I was very embarrassed.
Makes sense. But yeah, I have a lot of responsibilities, and most of it I cannot delegate. And so I'm trying so hard just to, it'll be better when I get to Canada. So it's like I'm trying to ease my responsibilities, but happening slowly. But yeah, I definitely have a lot of responsibilities.
Okay, so we finished working on you. It's saying 2 minutes for energy to integrate. So we can invite someone else.
Awesome. All right, so now everybody knows how it works, right? So do you have a pain issue right now? Are you in pain right now? If you are, keep your hand raised. If not, put your hand down, please. All right, Pat, go ahead. Are you in pain now? I know some of you have had pain for a long time, etc., but are you in pain now?
Yep, in pain now.
Okay.
And I just wanted to say thank you, ladies, for this gracious opportunity today. Most certainly appreciate it.
Thank you, Pat.
Thank you. Thank you, Pat. Tell us where your pain is and rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being very less and 10 being a lot.
Temple, right temple, migraine headache, about a level 8. And I would describe it as tearing and throbbing.
And how long have you had this for?
I've had this for 24/7 for about the last 450 days. It started about 20 years ago as an intermittent level 3 headache, and it's like all ailments that the body does. It starts out as a little knock to say, hey, there's an issue here, and you ignore it, and it starts getting louder and louder, and now it's pretty much screaming at me.
So I checked the reason why you're not letting go of this pain, and the reason is frightened. What does that mean for you?
I've pretty much innately have known that this is associated with some horrific childhood trauma. So yeah, that would make perfect sense.
Yeah. So we will do clearing side. We are clearing it for you. So some change shall happen. But also if you could release the trauma of that moment of time, like, you know, whenever it started. Have a look and see when it started. So Lara, how do you feel now? It's like 2 minutes.
Yeah, so I felt a lot of heat in these few minutes that we've been talking with Pat. And I have to say that the pain is, I was going to say totally gone. I feel like it's still leaving. The pain is dissolved, releasing more and more. I definitely felt a lot of heat working through my body. And yeah, the pain is definitely less.
Nice.
Thank you. Yes, definitely. So see, now I don't have to worry about ending the show early or anything, because I can do the show because I'm not in pain. So thank you. I should have called you beforehand, but oh well.
I'm
Yeah,
so glad
thank
you
you.
decided to work on you.
I know, it's like I might as well, since you're here. I might as well take advantage of your expertise and your gifts.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But do look at responsibility as well. There are definitely areas where it can be lessened, lightened, something.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. You know how hard, yeah, we'll talk about this after, but yes, definitely I can, there are definitely places where I can delegate. I can not be such a control freak.
Yeah. Tell me, I know that. I know the feeling. I'm like, oh, Alara's talking about me, where I also need to give it away. So yeah.
Yeah. So I think I will have to, because yeah, for sure. So I will put that out to the universe. All right, universe, I'm willing to delegate. I'm willing to not, be such a control freak. Even though I'm better, but still, there's still some areas. So yes, thank you for that. Pat, how are you doing?
4 minutes for energy to integrate.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I didn't hear that part because I was
So we can
hearing
take
some noise out here. So I wasn't sure. All right. Well, so stay there, Pat, and we'll get back to you. Okay. Yeah. All right. Sandy.
Hi.
Hi, Sandy.
Lovely to see you all. Thank you. Oh my goodness. I'm feeling quite emotional actually, just listening to all this. Yeah, I've got a pain and discomfort in my abdomen. And I would say just at the moment it's about a 6, but it was about 8 not that long ago. I'm sure it's actually been easing while I've been listening to you talking. I've had it a few months. And I think when it came to light was because I've had a long-standing cough, and I was having tests and MRIs and scans and goodness knows what. So they weren't sure if there was something in my lungs, which there isn't. But they basically, yeah, they found there's something in my spleen. So, but I just became a lot more aware then of the pain and discomfort, which I think had been niggling in the background, but because of what had been going on with my cough and my throat, I probably wasn't so aware of it.
Okay. And on a scale, you said it's a 6, right?
Yeah.
It's a 6?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's interesting. Thank you for actually acknowledging, because while, this is group energy work. So what happens is that we've seen whenever we do demonstrations, if you're clearing someone's pain, it affects everyone and starts clearing for them. So you said you started it at 8, but now it's like when you're talking to us, it's at 6. So it's quite amazing.
Yes, it is.
Thank you for acknowledging that as well. So I'm going to just check what is the why you're not letting go of this pain.
Thank you.
So the reason why you're not letting go of this pain is the energy of guilt.
Okay.
Does that make any sense for you?
Not right now. I'll have to think on that one. Guilt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Nothing-
kind of like feeling bad of something that you did not do.
Something I didn't do. What comes to mind, and whether it's this, is that with COVID at the beginning, my mother died, and we weren't able to be with her at the time, which was really difficult, and had to watch her funeral by webcast. Couldn't even be at the funeral, so that's what's just immediately come up as you were saying that. So yeah, it would have been lovely to have been with her.
Yeah, so that's the energy. That's the energy that's been creating all the stuff for you.
Okay,
so maybe you could just connect with the soul, and such is an experience and such is the way of life. But
Yeah.
soul is soul, and I'm sure your mother's always with you.
Oh, I do feel it. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So 2 minutes for you, Sandy.
Sorry.
Just wait for 2 minutes for the energy to integrate.
I will do.
And-
Thank you very much. Oh, thank you both of you. This is wonderful.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you, Sandy. And let us know in a few minutes in the chat if you want how you're doing, okay?
I'm getting really hot now, the energy. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Sandy. Okay, Sarah.
Hello.
Now I know Sarah is in pain. I don't have to second guess that one.
Hello,
Yes.
Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi. So I would say that I've got three pains going on. One is that I got hit by a truck, and it's the fourth time I've been hit. And
But where do you have pain right now, Sarah?
Right now I have-
one place. We can't do all three. It's a one.
okay. Well, then I'm going to have to say my stomach also, because I'm doubled over in pain, and this is a consequence of this accident.
So on a
And what's-
scale of 10, how bad is your pain?
It's an 8.
Okay.
Well, maybe it's a 7. It's been a lot worse than this, where I'm crying.
So I checked because you just mentioned in the beginning that you have had a lot of accidents. And the reason why you're creating a lot of accidents is the energy of unforgiveness.
Okay.
So does that make any sense for you?
Yeah, I think I can't forgive myself for not healing everybody and fixing everything and fixing my life and having accidents.
Yeah, so because you can't fix everybody, you start hurting yourself. So you can start to forgive yourself and make peace with that, and allow that energy to just release for you. So you don't have to hurt. Yeah.
I guess the accidents let me be off duty.
That's for sure. No judgment, Sarah.
Yes, of course.
Well, it's been a rough few days emotionally around these issues, I would say, around these issues.
Yeah. So maybe we can speak to Pat now and see what is Pat's intensity and what's changed for Pat.
So how long will it take for Sarah?
1 minute.
Oh, 1 minute. Okay, Sarah, we'll come back to you, okay? Yeah. All right, Pat, how are you doing?
Experiencing some heat around the across the solar plexus. Not really any diminishment in pain level up in the temple, but I sense movement up in there, and the pressure and the pain is still about the same level, but it seems to be moving a little bit for me.
So it feels different, right? A little bit different.
Yes.
Nice. Thank you for acknowledging.
Yeah.
Just keep changing because obviously because it's chronic and you've had it for so long. Definitely, at least there's some movement, so at least you can see the little difference.
Yeah.
Because generally we are just doing the pain demos, but for you, because you have migraine, we need to do that more like what we call the energetic part of our surgery, where we basically find out the causes, what is the reason, and then we work on everything that created. So like you said, your childhood and what happened and the fear. So we work on all of those aspects of your life as well.
Most certainly understandable, and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Pat. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Pat. And stay with us so that you can experience more of the healing from the other callers as well as the group demo, okay?
Yeah.
Sandy?
Awesome. Sandy, how are you doing?
Oh, hi. Do you know, I can feel a difference. I feel as if it's dissipating. I can definitely feel a change. But I actually started having like shakes going up and down. It was really weird. My butt, I don't know if it's like an energy shift or something, but I could definitely feel something going on. And I'm you can see I'm sweaty, but I'm cooler. I did have a few tears after, I have to say, because I hadn't, realized obviously what I was carrying and why I was carrying. So yeah, it's amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, and it was interesting because as soon as you got that information, it was such a big relief for you. Your energy and your aura field as well started to change because it was such a big relief, for you. So interesting. Please drink some more water, and Pat as well. Everybody who's had or who's we've done some session for you, please do drink some water. Water can shift and change your energy as well.
And to
So
hear.
Pat, Sandy, please
I
drink
will.
some water.
I will.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I'm so
Thank you,
happy for
Sandy.
Thank you.
And stay for the group demo as well, okay?
Sarah?
Sarah, how are you doing?
Let me unmute and not say I'm unmuting while I'm muted. Can't hear me. The pain in my stomach has gone from a 7 to 3.5 or 4. It's really amazing. And
Nice.
I think you hit see, just because I'm ready to weep again, I think you hit the nail on the head about trying to take time off from healing the whole world, which I feel like is what I'm supposed to be here doing. Thank you.
Yeah.
And forgive yourself too, right?
Oh yeah, there's that.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Sarah. Stay with us. Go ahead.
I'm going to stay on for the group process, but also my friend back here has a really bad back thing, so he'll be around for it too. And if you can comment later in the call about which package would be appropriate for me. And I'm not working with many different healers these days, and I've got medical bills, but I'd love to know which one would be best. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Sarah.
So what I was saying for you, Sarah, was that, even I have this urgent need to heal the world, and, it then starts, sometimes you can't just do it. So what I've started doing is like for myself is to say a prayer for everyone who needs my help. And that can also, work for you. You can say a prayer, you can do a blessing, you can light a candle, whatever works for you, so that then you don't have to start creating accidents and hurt your body. And you can forgive yourself, because by saying a prayer is very, very powerful as well. So it's as good as healing, right?
Well, I have for a long time done Reiki sessions when I wake up while I'm still in the middle state. And there are thousands now in my Reiki healing sessions in the morning with the angels and the prayers. And so more of that.
Nice. Thank you.
And include yourself in that too, Sarah.
Yeah.
We sometimes forget to include ourselves, right? So include yourself as well. Awesome. Amazing. I'm quite pleased, I have to say, surprised and happy and pleased about this. So I'm feeling good as well, better. As you can see, some of you who were here at the beginning, my face feels like it's lighter, lightened up, brighter, right? Because I'm not in pain, right? So it's like, yeah, makes a difference. So thank you. I'm such a sap. I cry at the drop of a hat. So like, so emotional. But yeah, thank you so much. I needed that. It's been a tough day. All right, Tanya is here.
Hello, ladies.
Hi.
Pleased to see you all. So my problem is not pain, is my right heel. I had that problem 5 years ago for a whole year, and now I'm surprised that it got back. And today it feels like 5, but yesterday it felt like 10. It's like walking on the knife.
Okay. Oh, it is sweet. So the reason why you are not letting go, do you want to know the reason why you're not letting go of your pain?
Yes, please.
So the reason why you're not letting go of this pain is because of your frustration. So things must be frustrating you quite a lot, and you just send it to your heel and you walk on a knife.
Frustrations. Yeah, I have a lot of frustrations at the moment.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So we just cleared the pain.
I want to let it go.
Well, surprisingly, you just want to let it go 0%. So you really actually don't want it to go because you're quite happy. Because I checked what percent. You just reminded me to check the willingness. So you're not willing to go. You're sane, but your subconscious mind wants to keep it because to you at some level it must be giving you what do you call it?
Some benefit.
Yes, thank you. Forgot the words there. Yeah. So maybe you can think about it. What's the benefit from being frustrated? Or a lot of frustration in your life.
I will think about it. It's hard to think about why would I want to be frustrated, but probably there is something subconsciously. Well, the pain doesn't help me because my work is walking for 7 hours a day. And yesterday I was like really in pain, and today I'm off work, so I had some rest, so it doesn't hurt so much. So I will think about what you said. I wonder why I kind of
Maybe time off as well for you.
well, yeah, I would want. I know, yes. I thought about why I can't have something like work from home, that I don't have to work hard or work physically hard, like walking 7 hours a day. I had that thought. So maybe you're right. Maybe I want to get off more often.
So then you can say, now I can't do my job anymore. I'm walking too hard. And it's paining. You can now vibrate a job for you, which is more relaxing. So put it out in the universe that you would like a job. Easy for you.
Thank you.
How is your pain now, though? It took 1 minute, so we were talking.
Yeah. Well, it is much better. I actually have to push it hard in order to feel it like about 2 in one place. It is much better.
Nice, good.
A couple of minutes, it will go down further. A couple of minutes.
Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you, Tanya.
Thank you, Lara.
So there's a question from Zila in the chat. I'm not sure if you can read the chat, ladies.
Yeah, we can. I'll just open.
Yeah. So can we help her?
Yeah.
So she's giving the pain level, she's giving the duration. etc. And she can respond in the chat for any questions or answers.
But she's written different pains because she's written about a bowel blockage, which is level 8, too much painful. Then she's written a shoulder pain.
Yeah, so pick one. I know we can't do all three, so pick one.
Yeah, she needs to pick one. Yeah.
Yeah, so Zila, pick one of them that you want to get assistance with, okay? And
Okay.
and in the meantime, do we want to work with bowel, please? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, bowel pain. So for Zila, I guess I'll talk to you and you can type. The reason why you aren't able to get rid of it is the energy is coming up as separation. So either there is some sort of separation happening in your life, either with a physical person or with a job or with a place or with children or with yourself. So maybe you could have a look to see what's happening for you. And you can probably type and let us know.
Separation makes sense. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So whatever separation you're going through, start looking at a different way, because when you look at it as separation and two things leaving, then it probably is creating pain for you. But if you look at separation as a new journey or a new step in life, then things can be different for you as well. So maybe for you, you could do that.
Awesome.
And you're also 0%, you're not willing to let go of it as well. Yeah. So it's somehow benefiting you as well. So you can look at releasing the benefit program.
So 1 minute for her. Meanwhile, if there's anyone else.
Okay,
Thanks,
so
thank you.
Zila, let us know how you're doing in the chat, okay?
Yeah, she's all. Her shoulders started hurting when she chose to be different. It's okay. Shoulders also have a sense of responsibility. So it will change for you. The energy has to also integrate. So just wait 3-4 minutes or whatever, and we'll come back to you.
Awesome. All right, we're going to go to Sue. Sue, you can unmute yourself.
Unmute it?
No, you are.
Hi, Laura. Yes, I'm here.
Yep,
Hello,
awesome.
Sue.
Okay, I have about a 7 in my left foot. I slammed it against my stairway the other night, barefooted. So it's been getting better, but between the ankle now and the foot, it's about a 7.
So I asked for you, why did you create this injury or whatever you want to say? And it comes up as lack of courage or courage.
Okay.
So somewhere you had to have the courage to speak up, to say or be or do something. And instead of that, you created that foot injury.
That makes sense.
All right, let's see how long you have to wait, Sue, for it to integrate.
Thank you.
We just completed. So
And so for the courage, for Sue, so that that means she should have more courage and in specific areas of her life. I suppose.
Yeah, or speak up, or courage to say. I would think it's about speaking up and saying what she needs to say. I mean, that's from my intuition side. I might be wrong, but I don't know. Yeah, what does it feel for Sue?
It
You
is
can have
starting. It is starting to feel better.
It's starting to be better. Nice, thank you.
Yes,
Good.
it is. It's starting to loosen up now.
Oh, good.
Good. Ooh,
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
Thank
stay
you
with
very-
us and let us know. Okay.
Okay, I will.
Awesome.
Thank
you,
you.
Sue.
I'll put it in the chat.
Perfect. Yeah. Thank you,
Thank you.
Sue. Yeah. So Antara, she has her hand raised, but she says it's too loud where she is. So she says for the past month, when she gets up in the morning, her back and spine, there's pain. Pain remains throughout the day till evening. Level is 7. And she says specifically, I can feel the whole spine in pain.
Spine. The whole spine. So for you, Antara, the reason why why you have this spine pain is because of some sadness happening in your life. So you can have a look and see what that is for you.
The sadness, yes. I mean, I'm not laughing. I'm just like, sometimes it's like, I just love it when you're like on point, you know?
Yeah.
So,
This is the beauty. This is the beauty, Alara, with charts, and we've done it for so long that we kind of fine-tuned our charts ourselves to this. And I also, it also tickles me, and I'm like, wow, like, you know, this makes so much sense, you know. And yeah.
So she says some event which is happening is making me very sad.
Yeah. So whatever that event is, I asked, what can you do about it now? Because whichever you thought about before, and it says to give love to that event. So maybe you can just start giving love to whatever the event, person or people involved, or to yourself, and that spine will be much better for you.
Mm-hmm.
How long?
1 minute. 1 minute for energy to integrate.
Okay, so Antara, let us know how you're feeling. It says, you know, they say 1 minute, but you know, usually like I've been finding that as soon as they start working, you start to feel different. And Zila, let us know how you're doing now, okay? As well. And for those of you who have the chronic conditions or the really, you know, serious conditions, you know, you might not feel, you know, like a whole sense of relief, but you might feel that something is feeling different. So, you know, that's what you want to pay attention to right now, because this is, you know, on this live call, we're not, they can't go in depth into your situation, right, into your issue. So this is just, yeah, I hate to say service level, but they can only do so much in 2 minutes, right? So for the ones who are have chronic conditions or serious conditions, you definitely want to have a personal session or a package C, which is a package of 3 sessions. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. Okay. 1 second. So, are you talking to me, Sarah? I'm not sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm talking to the three of you.
thank you. Thank you.
It's lighting me up just to look at you.
Good.
Thank you so
I love
much.
that. So Sue says the toe pain is down to 4. Good. I do understand the courage reference. Thank you very much. And blessings to all. Thank you so much, Sue. Zila says my shoulder is much better. Not noticed yet in pelvic bowel, but expecting goodness. Thank you. I can even move my arm. It was frozen in pain. Oh, awesome. Good.
Awesome.
Glad to hear
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And Tara says I can feel pain in my spine reducing slowly. Thank you and bless you. Oh, good. Awesome. Yeah, you know, so it's like I'm like, you know, I don't know, it brings me joy to see the transformation from pain to less pain. So it brings me joy that Brenda and Charu, you're able to, such a sap, bring that gift to all these people who are on this call right now live, who are willing to receive even a little bit. Thank you, because I think I told you when we were talking the other day that, you know, I'm always in pain of some sort, but it's, you know, it's like, whatever. It's like, whatever. But, you know, the few times when I recognize that, oh, I have no pain at all, it's like, it's a miracle, right? So I'm so used to being in pain of some sort that not having pain was just such a, wow, this is what it feels like to not be in pain. It's like, what? You know, it's like, oh my goodness. So I think it's a great gift that you're able to share with people and help them feel the difference between what they were feeling and less, and hopefully, you know, no pain at all. So that's good. Sarah said I was actually willing to eat something a minute ago. Oh, good. I'm down to 98 pounds from this stuff. But I'm glad that you are able to eat. Yes, agreed. Pain to less pain. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Oh my goodness. It makes me so happy. I have to say, it just, I'm like ecstatic. So Chris, is this Sarah's friend, Chris? Chris was going to, oh, hold on.
No, not my friend.
No, oh, no, okay. So this is somebody else. So Chris wrote in the chat, pain in lower back, hips started about 4 months ago. Pain level 8 when I walk, 3 when sitting. X-ray shows 2 vertebrae in lower back slipped out of position. Ooh, not fun.
Yeah.
All right, so Chris, we're going to ask you some questions. So you're going to have to write in the chat, okay? And I guess the question, I think you answered most of it, but how long? You talked about that. You talked about the level. Yep.
Yeah, I think he's done. He said it.
Yeah.
Chris could be a girl as well.
Exactly. I was just thinking that when you said he, and it's like, oh.
Yeah, I was just wondering, oh, you know, then maybe.
I don't. Female, yes. Well, I always think Chris is a guy because my son's name is Chris. So, you know, it's like I automatically go there. But no, female. Awesome. Chris.
Yeah, I thought as much. So for you, Chris, the reason also this is all being created is because of sadness as well.
So obviously the slipped discs, you know, that's not, I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know if that can be healed energetically. So I don't know. I don't know.
I think Chris will be able to have some relief, but definitely would need some session to start to work on it and let go. And generally, if sadness is stuck there, these are events that, you know, we also work on the emotional part of this. So it's not like, you know, pain is anything in the body, pain, disease, imbalance, anything is created in the body by an emotion. So what we experience, what we go through, get stuck, you know, like few of them said, they're stuck with an event that creates sadness, or like not experiencing your mom's goodbye. So these create the emotion, and these emotions get stuck in our physical body and then start to create the pain or the disease. And obviously leave us
Yeah.
not so good.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
For sure.
Tanya said my pain is gone. Amazing. Thank you.
Sandy said her pain is gone. She said the pain is gone. There's just a residue of discomfort. So much appreciation, gratitude to you both for your amazing gifts. Laura, you're not a sap. You've got a huge heart and so full of love.
So sweet.
Thank you, Sandy. And Tanya said my pain is gone. Thank you. And then Antara says my pain reduced to 1. Awesome. So what about for Chris? How much time for Chris?
We can check. We can check, Chris.
Okay, awesome. Oh, goodness. I love change and transformation. I love that people are not in this as much discomfort or not in discomfort at all. I love that.
Yes, me too.
Me too.
Me too.
Yeah. Exactly.
Is it possible to take David's question? He let me write it in.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. And then after that, we're going to take Cindy, because I saw Cindy wrote something, but go ahead. Where's David? David said, back muscle spasm, pain 8. And for how long? I don't know if that's one of the questions
Well,
we
it's been
asked.
going on now for 3 or 4 days, but it was with him for years, and then it went away, and it's just come back. It's gotten triggered by something.
Mhm. It's lower back or upper back for
Low back.
David? Lower back.
David Augenbach.
Okay, so the reason for David, the reason why it's come back is that he's not relaxed, so something is keeping him very stressed. It's basically more stress than anything else. So I highly recommend relaxation to ease and let go of whatever he's storing there.
He's been through a lot of stress recently.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, he's been trying to take care of me and clean up after his father's suicide. So
Yeah, I didn't want to say exactly what, but yeah. So we'll let David let us know, or ask David to let us know how he's doing. Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. So Cindy says it's noisy where she is, but she says I've had chronic neck pain located in my C5 disc. Wondering what the root cause might be. The pain started in 2015 and is at a low level 3 today, but ranges daily when triggered from 3 to 10. What do you think? Whenever somebody else tells me something, I was like, what do you think is the root cause?
Yeah, Cindy can answer that now.
Yeah, what do you think is the root cause, Cindy? But let's see what Brenda and Charu get.
Do I wait for Cindy's answer?
No, go
Hi,
ahead.
I'm actually here. I stepped
Oh.
outside of my house. It was a little bit noisy inside, but
Okay.
I'm outdoors and I can
Okay.
talk.
Awesome. So what do you think it is, Cindy?
I think it could possibly stem from past lives. The chronic pain in the neck, maybe I had other lifetimes of pain located there. I
Okay,
sense
but
that
let's,
it could
yeah.
be a spiritual thing.
So when I asked what is your root cause or the reason why you have this, it's about healing. So are you a healer? Do you do healing or?
Yes, I actually am.
Yeah. So maybe your need for people to heal is so much that it's creating your neck pain.
Not professionally a healer, but just for
Yeah, that's
friends
fine.
and people that I know.
Yeah, that, I mean, you don't have to be professional as well, but healing is healing. So maybe you could look at, you know, the way you heal or the need for change to happen in another.
I think that makes sense.
Okay, that does make sense.
And let's see what Charu says. 1 minute?
Yeah.
1 minute, Cindy. So just be willing to receive, okay?
I'm definitely willing to receive.
Awesome. And let us know in the chat how you're doing, okay?
Okay, I'm ready to receive. Thank you.
Good. Thank you, Cindy.
You're welcome.
All right. So Chris says pain reduced dramatically, pinched nerves still zinging down both thighs. But I'm happy about the pain reduced dramatically. Thank you. And then who else? I don't know. And yeah, so let us know, Sarah, how David's doing, okay? Oh, thank you, Sarah. Ah. You also have a big heart, Sarah. That's why you cry so easily too. All right, so I have to say, this has been amazing, Brenda and Charu. I'm like, I don't usually get shocked by a show or by guests, but I am. So thank you. I love how it was so simple and so quick, and people are actually experiencing a difference in their pain levels, and things like that. So there was somebody at the very beginning, Manisha. She doesn't have pain, physical pain, but she says, I don't have physical pain per se, but lots of blocked emotions and trauma. That's why she put her hand down. But when you work, but you know, do you only work with pain, or do you work with emotional trauma and stories and issues?
Yes, we work on emotional issues as well. See, pain demos we are doing just to explain and show the power of Miracle Method. But the concept that we use is, see, there is again a universal concept that life is all about being in the flow. And when the flow of energy is disrupted is where an issue happens. Like for instance, on Mother Earth, now the flow of energy is disrupted. And that's where we have climate change and global warming and other stuff. The same concept applies to human body. When the flow of energy is disrupted is where a challenge would appear. If it is appearing between two people, a relationship will crop up. If it is between you and money, you will have money issues. So the flow of energy has to be good between you and money. The flow of energy has to be good between you and any person, and the relationships are balanced. So even in case of emotional issues or any challenge, if the flow of energy is disrupted, a challenge will show up. And the flow of energy, as Brenda has been telling you all, is always disrupted by our emotions.
Yeah.
So we can work on any issue.
Yeah. Awesome.
Pain
Thank
demos
you.
are just to show you the difference.
Yeah.
But I checked for Manisha. So Manisha, the reason for your trauma or whatever you're going through is the energies of sadness and guilt. So you can look at how that's playing out in your life and maybe let go of some of it.
Yeah, I definitely know about the sadness. But Manisha, see how that resonates with you, the sadness and the guilt. So true. I've lost my large intestine and spleen. Interesting.
That's, yeah.
You can book a session and we can address that. Needs a little bit more work. A session takes 1.5 hours. So that will definitely bring a big change in you.
So that's a great segue. Let's take a minute and talk about the packages, and then we'll come back and do a group demo, okay?
Sure.
How does it sound? 1 second. Give me 1 second to share my screen. Once that's the wrong thing. Oh my God, again, wrong one. Okay. Second. Okay, so Brenda and Charu have four packages that they are sharing with us, package A, B, C, and D. There are in USD and INR. If you are wanting to pay in INR, please email me or WhatsApp me. But package A has no payment plan, but packages B, C, and D, there is a payment plan. And of course, with all of them, if you are an Inner Circle member, please take advantage of your discount code. All right, so let's talk about these wonderful packages, Brenda and Charu. Package A is the creation codes of a super life.
Yes.
What is this all about?
Yeah. So basically, what we have done is it's a remote clearing session. It's with energetic downloads and clearings. So as you can see, we clear whatever comes up for you. It's a WhatsApp group, or if you don't have WhatsApp, you don't really need to be there, and your presence is not required. As we've been talking, is all you need to do is receive, and the super life codes will be downloaded to you. Why we doing that? Because we all want to, we all have some baggage, emotional baggage stuck in organs, glands, and our body. So what we do is we work on releasing that and bringing your blueprint to a super life of a healthy, wealthy life. And so we use our charts, we tap into your subconscious mind, and for 9 days, we clear the negative thoughts, beliefs, traumas that are stopping you to have a better health. So what we'll be working on? We'll be working on clearing fatigue and lack of energy to the creation code of limitless energy. The second day, we'll be working on a compromised and inefficient immune system to the creation code of an efficient immune system. Then the third day, a lack of oxygen to the brain and slow brain capacities to the creation code of optimum brain capacity and function. Then the fourth, clearing lack of communication with the body, the creation code of creating with your body. Then day 5, clearing aging, dystrophy, and degeneration, the creation code of vibrancy and youthfulness. And day 6, clearing imbalance in hormonal function, the creation code of hormonal balance. And day 7, clearing judgment of body, to creation code of a new body shape. And then day 8, clearing forever being small and limited, the creation code of a super life. And day 9 is clearing lack of joy of living to the creation code of the joy of embodiment. So ideally, what you want is you would get better health, better sleep, better vitality, better relationship, release in stress, a positive mindset, and you actually have more joy and energy in the things you have.
So do we need to have an intention for this 9-day period or anything like that?
Yeah, no, you don't need to do. We'll be working on all of these for each person, and they will just receive the benefits.
Awesome.
And what we do is we share a PDF which lists the emotions, like how we were sharing with everyone the emotions that created. So we'll be telling each one what emotion we've been clearing.
Every day we will share one PDF telling them what was cleared individually for them.
Okay, I was going to ask that. So individually or group wise, but individually. Okay,
Yeah.
Awesome. Good. And there's also a bonus meditation MP3 also to assist with healing and to create a state of positive mindset.
That's right.
So package A is $20 and no payment plan. And then package B is $150. And there's a payment plan. And of course, use your gift code if you're an Inner Circle member. So this is about clearing the obstacles that prevent you to have a life of ease. And this is the personal session, we call it, right? So 1.5 hours or 2 hours, and there's a whole process. So, yeah, so go ahead.
Yeah, so basically this session is about working on any, all of these chronic issues that we have, and, what is stopping you from having a life of ease. we work on, first we have a discovery session. So that's our expertise. We work, we discuss, and we listen to you, and we find out the root cause and where the issue started, and we start healing that. Then we do a remote clearance. So then we have like 60 to 90 minutes where we work on your auric field, we work on your subconscious mind, we work on the negative thoughts, we work on the beliefs that are set in your neural pathways, and we create a positive thought frame. Then we share a detailed PDF with you, and this will be sent to you by WhatsApp. And then again, we'll meet up with you post the session, and we'll again speak to you, and we'll give you recommendations and what changes you can look forward. And again, when energy will be integrated. Benefits from the session are stress reduction, release of emotional trauma, negative mind patterns and negative mindset and patterns, physical healing and relief, increased energy, enhanced self-awareness, better relationships, and enhanced spiritual growth and connection as well.
And as a bonus, you get everything in package A as well with package B. And like I said, there's a payment plan available, as well as please use your Inner Circle gift code. And if you'd like to pay in INR, please do message me or email me. Okay. And then package C is the same as package B, but it's 3 sessions. So this would be a more serious chronic condition, right?
Yeah. So somebody just posted, will it help in PSD for her son? Yes, it will. We work with OCD as well and post-traumatic stress. So definitely it will help your son, Cindy.
Yeah. So so go ahead.
Yeah. And sometimes people book 3 sessions and the issue gets resolved in 2 sessions. So the 3rd session can be used for any of their loved ones.
Okay, got it. Yeah, so same thing, discovery. So the discovery session, the remote clearing healing session, the detailed PDF, and then the post healing Zoom, we're gonna call it, so you can discuss what was going on, right? And again, same things, bonus, same thing, everything in package A. So for package C, it's again 3 sessions. Okay, so for yourself, or if your session is healed in 2 sessions, then you can give the 3rd session to somebody else, or they can have a different issue, right? If their first issue is cleared in 2 sessions, then they can use the 3rd session for something else, right?
Yeah, correct.
And Sarah had asked whether we can address only one issue. So what we do is we like to work on one issue. It's like following the energy and being more focused, like adding that lightning bolts to make changes. Because we all have a lot of issues, but if we address all of them, and then it's just sending little energy to all, and you don't feel the change. So we also recommend, and we recommend people to learn our class. So it's very simple. As we said, it's a technique, and being a technique, a repetitive technique, then it's very easy to learn, and anybody can do it. We have, I think, students from 16 years to 70 years plus. So we have the whole range of students, so there's never too late to learn.
So package D is the B&C Miracle Method training program. So we can learn about how to help heal ourselves or others, right? So how does it work with level 1? So just really quickly before we go there, it's all on Zoom, so you don't have to be there in person, but it's all on Zoom. But let's talk about the B&C Miracle Method. We just experienced a little bit, all of us, or some of us, and we're going to experience it again in the group demo in a minute.
So I tell people, give me 1 day of your life and we will teach you something so self-empowering. So with the training program, it's a 6 hours class taught over 2 days over Zoom, 3 hours each. And you don't need any qualification. You don't need to be intuitive or clairvoyant. It's a technique. It's like driving a car. Every time you do the same process, you put the key, you start the car, and you press the accelerator. You get the same result every time you do. So this is what B&C Miracle Method is all about. It's only asking 3 questions over a set of charts with a pendulum. The topics covered is what is energy. We talk about the scientific way, about conscious mind, subconscious mind, the science behind why we are using a pendulum, how to use a pendulum, how to use it for clearing, how time plays a factor in our life, how the limiting patterns and thoughts get created in our energy field, and then the miracle method technique itself. And what you will be able to do, you will be able to do a session for yourself. You will be able to heal others. You can work on health, money, relationship, property, business, getting good grades, or any area of your life using our method. Even animals, it works brilliantly on animals as well. So you can even heal your pets and animals. As I said, Zoom call, 8 hours, 3 hours, done over 3 days. 8 hours because we teach 1 hour pendulum learning as well. And we give you 5 charts, which is the miracle method chart, past life chart, present life chart, emotion chart, fear chart, and limiting ancestral beliefs and pattern chart. The course is IPHM certified, which is International Practitioners of Holistic Medicine. So it's a certified course. And the class dates are 7th July, 8th and 9th July, as per timings given. And we have another batch. If these dates don't suit you, you can join our next batch, which is 4th, 5th, and 6th of August.
Yeah, so if you can't join in July, you can always join in August. And so let's say I join in July, but I want to take it again in August. Is that possible?
There will be extra charge for that.
I was going to say, would I need to do it again so quickly? Probably
No.
not.
No, you actually, what we do is we actually support our students a lot. So it's a very good question you asked, actually, because you're right. Sometimes you don't generally get it right in the first, and then you struggle, right? We are very passionate about teaching, and we ensure that everybody we teach knows how to do the method and works. So we have a WhatsApp group. So we put everybody in that WhatsApp group, and then it's a support group. And everybody helps. Either we help, the students help. There are people who have, who have done it for a longer time. So everybody helps the newbies, we can say. We also once a month do a monthly Zoom call where people can ask their questions. So anywhere they have any issues, any clarifications, then once a month we do a Zoom call and they can actually come and clarify whatever they have not learned.
Mm-hmm.
But
Awesome.
all in all, we ensure that you leave our class knowing the method 200% or 1,000%.
Yeah, because nobody has repeated so far. So
Yeah, we've
like,
never had
okay.
anyone repeat, actually.
Yeah. Awesome. Good. So package D, which is the training, again, the payment plan is available and you can use your Inner Circle gift code. So there's, check these out as well as see what it fits for you, for the personal session or the 3 sessions, or and also package A. And if you want to learn yourself, because you saw what we did in this call, which was amazing. So if that's something that you would like for yourself or for others to help others, then please do take a look at package D. I'm just going to quickly take a look. Chris, it says in the chat, my body is vibrating. Awesome. Can any of these packages help my adult son remotely who has PTSD, trauma, and OCD disorders? Sarah says in package B, is that a personal Zoom session? Yes. And can we only address one issue like allergies? Yes, one issue at a time. Yeah, awesome. Good questions. Oh my goodness. Did I miss anything else? So everybody else. So Zila says, may I ask about working with you for spinal stenosis? 40 years in and out of wheelchair, possible with a package?
It depends what she wants to achieve from there. So we will need to understand what is it that she wants, like to get off the wheelchair or how severe. So maybe we should have to discuss it with us.
Yeah, but definitely it would be package C because that's the chronic issue with 3 sessions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Cindy says, this is already working, feeling much lighter, pain in my neck and tingling in my head. Awesome. Yeah, how did I miss those things in the past?
We were too excited about everybody else's change.
Yeah, exactly. So Sarah, how is David doing? I don't know if you responded about David. How is he doing? It's the only one I haven't heard about. And Antara, you're doing well? Oh yeah, my pain reduced to 1. Awesome. Okay.
David says
Perfect.
David says it's a little bit better.
Awesome. Good. Awesome. So We're going to do the group demo as well. And Antara says pain is gone. Awesome. Oh, that's so lovely. I'm so happy. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry, were you going to say something? No. Okay. I think I will definitely want to get to do the training because I'm just so impressed. It's like, oh my God, that was amazing. So, we will see what we can do. All right. So we want to do, yeah, I'm like, I have absolutely no pain either. So I'm like, yeah, otherwise, I don't know what I would have done. Okay. So Brenda and Charu, you want to do the group demo?
Yes, let's do the group demo. The intention will be to heal. Everybody has to think and focus on one pain point in their body. And it will also work for the listeners who will see the recording later on. So they also, for them also, they can think of one pain point while listening to the recording. And
also, I want to say that, like Alara, you said now there's no pain. So how about even those that who don't have pain, think of one area that they would regenerate. Like, you always have a sore back or leg or something, or a knee. So we can also think of one part of the body. If you don't have pain, then think of one part of the body that you would like to have regeneration.
Makes sense. I mean, this morning when I woke up, my neck was hurting. My lower back was hurting. I'm like, oh my God. I did everything. And so then I had to take, Advil. I put some pain rub stuff on. I used magnesium oil, it's like, it was not a good day. Yeah, so it was like tough. It was rough this morning. And then, so, I can definitely work on one of those, either the neck or the lower back. I can choose one of those for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's a constant, well, not constant, but it's something that I experience a lot. So, because I have like a degenerative disc in my neck, and I just found out I have a degenerative disc in my lower back, plus arthritis in my lower back, arthritis in my knees, arthritis in my ankles. I'm like, what? It's like I just found that out. So I was like, what? It's like, oh my goodness. Sandy says, pain? What pain? It's completely gone.
So sweet.
I love that. All right. So Pat is asking, wondering if there's any subconscious resistance that is sensed with me in my scenario. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, for sure, Pat. Don't be disheartened. Some change happened. So acknowledge that change and it'll get better. The group demo, you can still hold that, the pain in the same place. But I would say that you have resistance to look at the areas of frighten, because that was the energy. So maybe write down on a piece of paper all the areas where this energy plays out of frighten, and change can come. And then definitely there's packages to help you, right? So do take the package, and maybe that can sort, you never know, that could be, that's what you need.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So let's do the group demo. And again, even if you're not having any pain, somewhere right now, if there's some area of your body that, could use some support. I'm still going to go with my lower back, I think, because it's like, yeah, why not? Or my neck. I'm going to do both. Just because I've always had this, so it's like, for, since I was 16 at least, so 40 years, at least. So it's like, yeah, whatever. Okay, let's do it. I'm going to be quiet now.
Okay, so we start with the pain demo now. And the first thing that we will do is we'll check at what phase your pain or your issue is. So there are 3 phases from which we check. The first is what we call as the initial stage. The second is the adaptive stage. And the third is the stressed or the exhaustion stage. So I'll quickly, as Brenda is checking, I'll explain you the meaning. The initial stage is like when there is an issue, the body quickly responds and tell you with its symptoms, whether it is pain or any other symptom that you have due to the issue. The adaptive stage is where the body learns to cope up with it. So it stops giving signal. For instance, if you start smoking, the first time you smoke, you cough. That is initial stage. The body quickly responds with a cough that, oh, something is not right. And as you continue, the body stops coughing. So that's an adaptive stage where the body stops giving signal and it adapts to the issue. And the third stage is the stress or the exhaustion stage, where the disease then starts manifesting. So if you continue, I'll take the example of smoking only. If you continue smoking, then ultimately there will be some pulmonary disorder. That is an exhaustion stage. So where's the group, Brenda?
An adaptive state.
So in terms of the entire group, we are all at the adaptive stage. The second step that we will do is we'll check the willingness of the group. So remember, we told you in how we do in our group sessions, we check the willingness, at subconscious level, how willing you are to let go of the pain or the issue that you're holding in your mind. And for the group, so the group is only 60% willing to let go of the pain or any issue that is there in your mind.
And the emotion blocking is lack of relaxation. So because of the pain, people aren't able to relax and let go of that pain. So we're just going to clear that for everybody. So everybody can just close their eyes actually and just receive and just be in a state of receiving, because we're talking about relaxation. So allow, the energy to unfold into the space. And the other thing that we can do now is we will download some healing frequencies. So we're downloading the healing frequency, which is a Solfrego frequency, which is 396 Hertz, liberating guilt and fear. This cleanses the feeling of guilt, releases the fear of anything that you have. It's also grounding and awakening and returning you to your pure state. And we also download some healing frequencies to the auric field to help with the pain. And the frequency is, again, another Solfrego frequency, which is 639 Hertz. This enables harmonious relationship between you and your pain, and also between you, family. So it's all about communication, the cells communicating, the body communicating, and releasing the pain. And also we're downloading the 531 Golden Genesis healing frequency. This repairs the heart and the DNA. So just allow yourself to just receive.
Next thing that we will do for the group is we will find the root emotion that is causing the pain or the issue that is there in their mind.
And the energy is helplessness, victimized, and burden. So we're just clearing it. And just imagine the energies of helplessness, victimized, and burden just leaving all your cellular memory and the pain area.
And the next step that we are doing for the group is finding the organ imbalanced, creating the issue.
And the organ, actually it's not really the organ, it's more like the cell metabolism is imbalanced. So just working on the cells and allowing the energy to go in and change the imbalance. And releasing the energy of sadness that is held and preventing the cell's metabolism to function to itself.
The next step that we will do is we'll find at what the point of origin of the pain. This is the time when it actually started and not the time when you started feeling it in your physical reality.
And since it's a group collective, it might, there might be little difference, but it's more or less about 11 months. So when each one of us were 11 months, something triggered this pain and it is stored in your cellular memory. And so it creates the pain as of now, whatever age you are. So giving yourself permission to let go of all this time that you have stored on. So now this has become your body, allowing yourself, giving yourself to let go of this initial pain.
And the next step that we will do is we'll find the reason why you don't want to let go of the pain.
And the reason is unforgiveness and lack of self-forgiveness as well. So clearing that, just allowing yourself to let go of all the charge you have kept in your body.
And then the next step is we find a core negative thought that created the pain, and we replace it with the positive thought to address the negative one.
Core negative thought. So this is the core negative thought pattern that now each person has. That is, I'm bitter. I don't think I will ever. So whatever you will feel it, I'll ever walk, I'll ever be happy, I'll ever have the courage, I'll ever let go of this pain, I'll ever have a happy life. So releasing that and putting it into a positive thought statement, so which you can repeat every day. Is I'm positive, I get better every single day. Short and sweet statement, but it will work because this is the core group statement that has been downloaded to your subconscious mind.
And then lastly, what we will do is we increase the life force and vitality to optimum levels for the entire group.
This is a group demo. Allow yourself to just sink in all these energies, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes and drink some water. And maybe then everybody could probably share what their change is.
Awesome, thank you. I was yawning through most of it. I know at one point when you were doing the solfeggio frequencies, I think the second one, I really felt it in my chest, in my heart chakra, and then I started coughing as well, so it's like, awesome. Release.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely felt a lot of energy, obviously moving. Chris said started crying, so that's releasing the emotions. Awesome,
Yeah.
Chris. Good. Anybody else? How are you all doing? How was that group process for you? And I could definitely resonate with the all the different emotions and the forgiveness or unforgiveness for others and self. I could definitely resonate with that. Chris has had vision of when I was 11 months old and started crying. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Sarah says, I feel lighter and buzzy all over. Good. Pat says, some movement behind the eyes. Awesome. So it's a change, a difference, right? So movement is great.
Yeah.
Sandy says, lots of yawning and gentle waves of energy going through me. Now ready for bed. Awesome. So Sarah, Sandy, you must be in Europe like me, right?
Yes, I'm in the UK.
Okay, got it. Yeah. Awesome. All right. Anybody else? How are you all doing? Good? Oh, Cindy says, thank you. Beautiful and powerful. Good.
Yeah.
And of course, when they watch the replay again or listen to the replay again, they're going to experience more changes as well, or other possible changes, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. Good. Whew, Sarah says, good. Awesome. I have to say, like, I've worked with a lot of healers. I've interviewed a lot of healers. But this is one area where I've never had change for myself physically, so yeah. So Chris says, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're welcome.
Most welcome, yeah.
Sarah says, any dowsing for which package I should get? Well, I mean,
from the top of my head, yeah. Yeah. C, I would say for Sarah. C.
Yeah. Sandy says, wonderful session. Thank you. You're welcome. Good. Be willing to receive, right? Be willing to continue to receive, right? Go back and watch or listen again and receive even more, right? So Pat, I would definitely watch this again and be willing to receive even more, okay? Receive and yeah, and lower the resistance. Lessen the resistance, And if you can work with Brenda and Charu, please see if you can, okay? You shouldn't have to suffer for so long. I used to get migraines a lot before, a long time ago, and then and cluster migraines, right? So it's like for weeks, it was like just I don't know how we as humans deal with so much pain. And think it's like it's okay, it'll go away. That's me. So I know how bad it can be, but but with migraines, each person is different, and you might be experiencing them differently. So I definitely don't want you to be in pain as well. So if you can, please try and get package C, and work with Brenda and Charu. Yeah, no, this was amazing. So any last words of wisdom for us, Brenda and Charu? Because this was I'm still blown away. I've never felt that before. So
our message would be just believe in yourself. Don't be afraid to take risks, and you can achieve anything that you set your mind. You have the power within your hand.
And now, for some of us who had pain and do not have pain any longer, or it's lessened or whatever, diminished, we can definitely see that yes, change is possible, right? Something else is possible.
Yeah.
Right. Good. Awesome. Charu, were you going to say something?
No, thanks. Thank you very much, guys, for your contribution, your valuable time, and we feel very excited and very happy to contribute as well, whatever way we could do.
Awesome. Thank you. Zila says, I felt wonderful, but I couldn't stay focused on one area. of pain. So I will do replay, yes, and try to stay focused on one area of pain. I want to be pain-free. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and so Sarah, you know, of course, you can use your gift code as well, right? That will help. And the payment plan is also available.
Thank you. And I have a quick question. If we come back and listen to this a few times, we can focus on a different area each time.
Yeah, different pain, different issue.
Wonderful.
Right, Brenda, you want to say something?
No, I was saying yes, that's fine.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. Awesome. Well, this was yeah, wonderful. So thank you so much, everyone, for being vulnerable and sharing your pain with us, and also your transformation and you know, the difference that you experienced as well. So thank you for that. And again, like I said before, please do work with Brenda and Charu. Package A is only $20. So please, you know, if you have any financial issues, at least do that, because that's going to give you some benefit for sure, right? And then you'll get a taste of what it's like to work with them even more. And then, of course, package B is 1 personal session, package for 1 issue, and package C is 3 personal sessions. And then package D is the best one, I think, is the training, right? Because then, you know, you can use it for yourself and others as well, right? So then you'll be able to start, you know, working on all of your issues, whatever they happen to be, you know. So take a look at that, see if that resonates with you and how that feels for you. You don't have to be a professional healer to learn the training either. Okay, so see if you can do that, or, you know, like I said, just work with Brenda and Charu. I'm like, oh my God, why did I never know about this? And but I'll be honest, I'll be really honest and vulnerable. We are transparent. We have a few minutes and we've gone over. When it comes to physical issues for myself, I have not felt that energy work helped for myself, right? So today I was putting myself on the spot because I wanted to show everybody how their method worked, right? So then it's like, okay. So it's like, okay, it does work. So there's, you know, science behind it. There's the energy stuff for sure, belief work, you know, all that stuff. But in the past for myself, it hasn't worked, right? So, or maybe I was not willing to receive it, you know, because so I'm pleasantly surprised. Yeah, absolutely. So the training doesn't start till July, right? So we have like 2.5 weeks, you know, so it's fine. Yeah. But yeah, you can definitely, if you have questions, you can definitely ask Brenda and Charu as well about the training and see if it can help you for sure. That's not an issue at all. All right. So thank you so much, everyone. Yes, Zila says, yes, I agree. Amazing to feel less physical pain. Yes, definitely is. All right, and thank you so much, Brenda and Charu. This was wonderful, amazing. I'm like I said, pleasantly surprised, you know, so I'm so glad that you are doing this, sharing this gift that you're working with, and I'm so glad that you created this modality, this methodology, this technique, and sharing with others. I'm just sad that we didn't, you know, hook up earlier. But
divine
okay.
timing is all I can say.
Exactly, divine timing. It was meant to be now, and so it is now. So I have some more questions for you, but I will send it to you via email. So now that I also know how it works, because I was thinking even today or yesterday, I was thinking, oh my God, normally before I have a new guest on the show, we normally work together, you know, like, so I know what to expect. I know what the experience is like, you know, but we didn't have that opportunity. And I was like, oh, we didn't do that. So, but now we did. So I'm glad.
May
Go
I
ahead,
ask
Sarah.
one more question?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm actually looking now at package C and the training. So if we do the training, we don't get the benefit of personal sessions to do our own healing. Is that correct?
When you do package D, that is to do the training. So now you're going to be empowered to do your own session. And you can to a level do what we do.
No, but she's just saying, so like because she wants to do both package C and package D, but if she just gets package D, she's not going to get a personal session with you.
No.
Right? No.
Yeah.
But in the training, do you do swaps or like, what do you call them, like exchanges?
We work in class and we do it together. So she'll be taught. So we will be working together. But yeah, you won't get that personal guidance or this. But there is, we work with everybody and we come. So it's
the class is a practical class. So we make you practice during the class.
Yeah.
We teach you how to do a full session during the class. After that, there is a Zoom 24/7 support from us. WhatsApp support. And then once a month, we come live and you can talk to us and ask personally your problems.
And Sarah, if you want to exchange with me, I'll be happy to.
You know, I was just thinking, Laura, let's take this class together. That would be, let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that. Yeah. And then we can do exchanges, so like I can, do work on you, you can do work on me, etc. And so
chills. Okay.
Yeah. So we encourage that swap session among students because we want to bring a community. So we create that through WhatsApp group and we tell, so you will be added to the entire group. So you get to meet a lot of people apart from your own batchmates. And then we encourage people to swap so that you can get how other people are doing, and to progress well.
And that way we get more healing and more work done on ourselves as well.
Yeah, that's true.
By others, because sometimes, it's hard for us to work on ourselves because we're just too attached to the situation. Yeah. So yeah, we can do exchanges, Sarah. Okay. All right. Wonderful. Thank you for that question. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Brenda and Charu. Thank you so much, everyone. This has been amazing, amazing. I'm just so grateful, so grateful. So please do take advantage of the packages to go back and watch and listen to the replays for sure. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to message me, email me. And if you want to pay an INR, please do message me or WhatsApp me or send me an email. Okay. All right, everyone. So thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Until next time, may you continue to be blessed with an abundance of joy, peace, love, happiness, prosperity, and radiant health. And sending you all much love and blessings always. Bye for now. Have a great weekend. Bye, everyone.